Morning, everyone, and welcome to our Heavenly Parent Holy Community Oceania Hundoke, together with Rev Yutaka Yamada. Today is Monday, the 18th of November 2024, or the 18th of October in the 12th year of Chongyalguk. So thank you all for coming, and let's begin with a bow to our true parents of heaven, earth, and humankind. Chanji Chimpuninge Kyombe. Haro. And let's recite our family pledge, both in Korean and English. Thank you.
가전맨세 8. 천일국 주인, 우리 가족은 참 사랑을 중심하고 천일국 시대를 맞이하여 절대 신앙, 절대 사랑, 절대 복종으로 신의 일제의 이상을 이루어 지산 천국과 천산 천국의 해방권과 속방권을 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다.
Family pledge number 8. Our family, the owner of Chongyalguk, pledges having entered the era of Chongyalguk to achieve the ideal of God and human beings united in love through absolute faith, absolute love, and absolute obedience, and to perfect the realm of liberation and complete freedom in the kingdom of God on earth and in heaven by centering on true love. I'd like to ask Reverend Ito if you could offer the opening prayer, please.
Good morning, beloved Heavenly Parents, heaven as humankind. We're so grateful in this special occasion in our golden era together with True Mother. We are now coming to our D-days of entrance ceremony of the next April. Now we sincerely pray in the Chonshimon prayer and also to the preparation of this historical moment. Please be together with us in this morning and this week, together with our Reverend Yutaka, leading for the True Parents word. Please be together with us in this morning. We thank you so much to start this morning. Okay. I prayed. Breast Center Family Kenji to report to you. Amen.
And let's give a warm welcome to Rev Yutaka as he shares this morning.
Good morning, our brothers and sisters. Thank you for joining today's morning. Okay, today is the Monday, beginning of the week. Let's begin with sincere devotion and heart, and also prayer. So thank you for joining. Yesterday we concluded about the Hyojon Chombo workshop in Melbourne and Australia. So we are really grateful for all our brothers and sisters to attend this workshop. So I'd like to share the photo. So this also missionary play the beautiful music join. Thank you. And also Chanyan session time. Also missionary group show. They are leading the Chanyan together in song. And also our blessed family offer the song together. Mansei. And this is also the group photo. So this time, Dr. In Chung Kim came to Melbourne and gave the really inspirational speech about witnessing and also about Chanshimon. So this message was really great. I think if we can share his message and if you can watch, that also good. So please also support well. Anyway, thank you for all brothers and sisters. Today, the last day, and he will go back to Thailand today. So please pray for his peaceful returning back to Thailand. Okay, thank you well. And this is Chonshin prayer from Fiji. Thank you, our Fiji brothers and sisters, to offer the Chonshin prayer. And this is Vanuatu. Thank you, our Vanuatu family members, to offer the, I think this is a photo of Sunday service. So thank you, everyone. So anyway, each day, precious things are going well. So let's prepare well for entrance ceremony of Chonongun and Chon's Sanctum and offer the victory to our heavenly parents and to the parents. So thank you for all brothers and sisters. Okay. So today our message is the True Mother's message, True Mother's Word Speaking Tour. So let's share together. Mrs. Na, please.
The Unification Church stands in the position of able to other churches. Thus, Christianity cannot invade the victorious Unification Church, which has reclaimed the elder son's birthright. Their position is similar to that of Esau, who could not strike Jacob because he had wrestled with the angel at the ford of Jabbok and subjugated him. Mother delivered a speech at the U.S. Congress and also reached out to embrace university communities in Korea. Carp had been forcefully expelled from some universities by student activists, but Mother turned this around and Carp was reinstated. She spoke at 40 universities at a time when the North-South relationship was sour. It was a case of Abel seeking Cain. With the end of opposition to Carp, things began to change on the campuses.
Yes, thank you. So true parents let the providence based on the principle. So relationship between Cain and Abel, restoration of the elder sonship. So we could learn those way of the guidance of true parents or providential way. So in the relationship between Unification Church or movement and Christianity, based on the Victoria Foundation, that's why true parents also could lead the providence. So when we do the witnessing, when we do the providential activity, how much are we thinking about the principal way or principal point of view? So, or providence also was happened and also will be guided by the way of the principle. Please.
Mother knew it was a very difficult task, but she urged CARB members on. On the basis of Cain uniting with Abel, South Korean students saw an opportunity to hold exchange programs with North Korean students. Beginning with the International Student Leaders Seminar in Moscow, CARB sponsored Korean university student leaders, training seminars in Washington, and North-South Korean university students seminar in Beijing. Empowered by the name of True Parents, CARB took the lead in guiding North Korean students who were in the Cain position, as well as South Korean student activists.
Yes, thank you. So we could see there was victory in Christian university in America and also victory in Korea. So those victorious foundation was giving the influence to the relationship between North Korea and also South Korea. And even Trimada organized so many speaking tour in each nation, but those also speech or rally was giving the provincial meaning in each place. So we could see in North Korea, Russia, China, or America, Washington, in each place of the world, really to the parents established the Victorious Foundation and Johnson based on even the centering on those bigger nations. So centering on the issue of unification between North and South Korea, the parents also approached the Korean people, North Korean people and South Korean people in each countries and try to unite together in order to fulfill the unification between North and South Korea. So can you recognize in your countries? In Australia, there are, I believe, many Korean people living in Australia. Can you recognize our North Korean brothers and sisters? How about New Zealand or each countries? So when three parents organize the providence in the beginning, he will do also kind of the symbolical unity between North and South, and also try to connect those foundations to substantial North Korea and South Korea. Please.
Mother conducted a speaking tour of 40 Korean university campuses to inspire college students. We must educate the political activists on university campuses. I intended to take them to Russia for 21-day workshops. We have many Unification Church members there. We will take them to Moscow for just 3 weeks of education and show them around, and then they will all go back home. If we gather students from North Korea, South Korea, Russia, and China, we will be able to form a federation that can confront communist ideology in Asia.
Yes, please continue.
Communism is doomed to collapse anyway. It already has collapsed in Russia, and that is happening in China as well. We are going to teach them unification thought, which is a counterproposal to communism. We need to pave the way for North Korean students. This will be the quickest way. From a providential viewpoint, students from the Korean Peninsula represent Cain and Abel, and when they unite, their parents will unite as well.
Yes, this story was the story which was after the Cold War. So that time, three parents had a connection with North Korea, with also Soviet Union, and at that moment, those relationship were the calm down. And under that kind of circumstances, centering on the student, three parents connected with Soviet Union, China, North Korea, and South Korea, and to open the way of the providence. And also Father is emphasizing about the communism and also unification thought. So headwing and Godism. So in the thought side, also three parents prepared those contents. So we could also remember and once again can understand the meaning of Godism. So not only left side, not only right side, how all people can come together under one God, one heavenly parent. Please.
Mother's speeches at 40 Korean universities were meant to separate the student social activists from the Christians and persuade the activists to unite with us. From the perspective of providential history, this is required in the indemnity course. With Mother at the center, CARB students and student political activists must lay the foundation again on college campuses. If student social activists in South Korea are regarded as being in Abel's position, those in North Korea are in Cain's position. South Korean student political activists appear red externally, but are white internally. In contrast, North Korean students are totally red, inside and out. We are taking South Korean student political activists and North Korean students to Moscow and training them.
Yes, so in each place, there is the providence. So we could see there was a relationship between unification movement and Christianity. And inside of Korea, there was also providence between Christianity and social activists. And beyond of this, there is also providence between North Korea and South Korea. So in each stages of the providence, those relationships were divided as able side and can side, and they will fulfill their role and responsibility. That's why from this viewpoint, the parents always guiding for both sides and especially educate the students. Please.
Pro-North Korean and pro-South Korean students in Japan will also participate in the workshops. Students from the United States, China, and the former Soviet Union will band together with the South Korean students, and as a group, they will assimilate the students from North Korea. We have done our best to inform the North about these workshops. In Moscow, we are organizing the Youth Federation for World Peace, an international youth movement that transcends ideologies is unfolding.
Yes, please continue.
You should not rely on CAP alone to do it, as we do not have a foundation in society. You have to gather and unite college alumni. Alumni and current students have a Cain-Abel relationship. Things can progress rapidly only if you bind together several groups and set up an organization to undertake large-scale worldwide activity. This is why Mother, the Women's Federation for World Peace, and the Students' Federation need to create unity.
Yes. So at that moment, there was also important mission and providence centering on Moscow. So please see this part. Father said, students from the United States, China, and the former Soviet Union will band together with the South Korean students. And as a group, they will assimilate the students from North Korea. So those students in each country created the bigger connection, and also the major nation student are giving the influence to North Korea. That's why when we see that three parents providence, those providence is not only just doing some event in each place, but also coming or going based on the international social situation. So now Trumada is talking about or emphasizing about heavenly unified Korea and heavenly unified world. This wish is continuation from the beginning of our unification movement and even until now, how to restore the nation or peninsula of Korea. So that is important and still on the way. And in order to fulfill the unification between North and South Korea, it was said it's not easy only between North and South Korea government themselves. They need the support from America, Russia, China, Japan, or another country's involvement. So how three parents will organize, or we will organize this, the atmosphere and even also the providential support. So when we see our three parents' investment and providence, we could see those process created, the organization created foundation, and through the development of those foundation, and finally try to connect to the Korean peninsula. So we continuously support and fulfill, and we have to think what kind of things we can do from our place. So until next year, Mada is emphasizing also the restoration of the Gapyeong-gun. Have you heard this one? That is the area of the Cheonil, this champion area. Really to Mada emphasizing that place to restore the Korea and restore the world. So we are standing those important providential position. So let's connect well and really fulfill this providence together. Okay, so this is emphasizing about unification between North and South Korea. So we will pray for these things. Please.
tour to establish the Universal Peace Federation and other important tours. For 20 years, centered on the government and people of the United States, President George H.W. Bush and the Southern Baptist churches, the way has been open to unite the Catholic Church and the Protestant churches of the United States. Also, through our newspapers, we have opened the way to an equalization of culture in North, South, and Central America. Returning to Korea, True Mother held leadership conferences for the practice of true family life to advance world peace in 18 cities, which opened the door to invite high-ranking officials to the blessing.
Yes, this message was given even 30 years ago, but we could also recognize inside of the Christianity, really true parents try to unite among the denominations and also try to guide them to receive the blessing. Please.
However, because there has been so much opposition to the blessing in Korea over the past 40 years, the Unification Church in Korea has become rather stagnant. But the way it works with heaven's blessing is that if you don't establish a record of your accomplishments, the blessings do not come. The situation was desperate, so I sent Mother on 3 speaking tours in Korea to create a revival so that Korea can take the lead in the family blessing. On that foundation, we could proclaim the realm of the cosmic Sabbath of the parents of heaven and earth.
Yes, Father said, if you don't establish a record of your accomplishments, the blessings do not come. The situation was desperate, so I sent Mother on 3 speaking tours in Korea to create a revival so that Korea can take the lead in the family blessing. So through Father sent through Mother to the place and to create the Providential Foundation. Please.
We handed out books at the True Family Movement Hundok rallies. At the rally in Japan, the audience read the words out loud from the book. The speech read out loud both by the audience and by Mother on the podium, and also read silently in their heads, reverberated and became one. The atmosphere was quite serious. All the scholars and famous people of Japan are exclaiming, "Oh my," while changing their direction altogether.
Yes, so we could see there was true parents, true family movement, and Hundok rally already. True parents organized those rally or movement that time. Please.
At the Hundok rallies in Japan, Mother handed out books and everyone clamored to receive them. It was the same when Mother took pictures with them, with everyone vying with each other to have their picture taken with her. Japanese people read a lot of books. They have a high standard. Japanese people read a lot of books. They have a high standard. After we hold the True Family Movement Hundok rallies in the father and mother nations, Korea and Japan, and next in America, we will have entered the global era.
Yes, after we hold the True Family Movement Fundok rallies in the father and mother nations, Korea and Japan, and next in America, we will have entered the global era. So there is, each nation has the providential role or position, and centering on those providential role, True Parents led the movement. So True Family Movement, Fundok Rally, have you done in your country also that moment? I think all nations are involved this movement. So leading God's word or leading or doing fundok through learning God's word, leading the message, then we can receive the direct guidance from true parents or guidance from heavenly parent through fundok, through the leading the messages. Please.
The Cosmic Nation of Peace and Unity Assembly will be held 8 times in Korea, led by me, and 8 times in Japan, led by Mother, and another 8 times in Korea, making a total of 24. When the speech has been given 24 times, that will be the conclusion. Today's assembly will pave the way to the Cosmic Nation of Peace and Unity assemblies in Korea, Japan, and America. The people who attend the God's Day celebrations for 2002 must take over from there and hold the assemblies in all parts of the world.
Yes, thank you. So really we could remember our true father's investment and true mother's investment in each place and cooperate together. So full investment, even in the front line, meeting the people and guiding the people and sharing the message. So 2001, that time, how old were they? Father was also 81 years old, same age with our true mother today, right? And also mother. And also family members. So we could see those direct involvement, father, mother, and all peoples. Please.
I am grateful for the successful conclusion of the assemblies to bring the unity and secure settlement of the parents of heaven and earth into the life of the world, which were held in 12 places in Japan. Tonight's Tokyo Assembly represented Japan. There is only one mother nation. Therefore, since Mother has spoken in 12 representative cities of Japan, we can reach the obvious conclusion that anyone who lives in accordance with her speech will enter God's kingdom, the kingdom of heaven on earth in heaven. In other words, if the 125 million people of Japan unite and follow that path, they will completely fulfill their responsibility as the mother nation, which is to give birth to and resurrect everything in heaven and on earth.
Yes. So true mother especially invested to the nation of Japan as the mother nation. So there is big expectation and wishes. So how Japan return or response or fulfill the providential requirement. And of course, this not only Japan, each country, there is a special heaven's expectation as the nation, how we can return and response and fulfill the role of providence. Please.
In particular, the fact that women leaders have been selected as ambassadors for peace at this time is truly historic. I believe it will be remembered more as an event of the spirit world than that of the physical world. If women can take the lead in making the resolution to establish the standard before the fall and unite together in one color and dedicate all Japanese people to God's side, Japan will become the central nation of the world. I hope that you all will unite in heart and in body as you work zealously to achieve that goal and march toward that destination and thus become an exemplary nation in the world. Looking at your faces, I cannot but think that God will rejoice in you and bless you because you all look so handsome and beautiful. And I hope that you will march forward with the cheer, Monsei for Japan.
Yes, thank you. He said, in particular, the fact that women leaders have been selected as ambassadors for peace at this time is truly history. I believe it will be remembered more as an event of the spirit world than that of the physical world. So those things were never happened before. And Father emphasized all women leader should stand in front of the movement, even in front of the society. And those providence was happen included in the spiritual world. Please.
Mother, I appreciate what you have done too. You have worked hard, but I too have slept little here in Kodiak. For I woke up at 1 o'clock in the morning and went out to the sea. After I had lived like that for a while, I realized that the world had changed. Since you have worked so hard, Mother, I hope that the next time I see you, you will have grown that much closer to heaven's side. In the meanwhile, please receive the joyous hearts of the Kodiak members gathered here, who are laughing aloud now. Hurry back.
Yes, please continue on this final slide, please.
Though I did not go to Japan, I have spoken to Mother in Japan while I am here in Kodiak. So it is the same whether we are here or in Japan. With that in mind, I hope you will share this joy together with us. 2002 phone call with True Mother at the victory celebrations in Japan for the Tokyo Assembly to bring the unity and secure settlement of the parents of heaven and earth in the life of the world.
Yes, thank you. So as you see, when True Mother went to each nation and to organize the rally, always True Father also prayed and support and every time encouraged and communicated with True Mother and finally fulfill those providence. So today we saw about the True Parents rally in each country in order to fulfill the providence. Each nation, each area has a special role, and always True Parents are supporting and prayer for True Mother and all brothers and sisters. So currently, True Mother is leading the providence and sending the missionary to each country. You could see our Australia, our 7 missionaries are here yesterday. Also, they did a great job in the Chombo workshop in Melbourne. And New Zealand side, also, we could see the 4 missionary was sent by True Mother. So True Mother is directly listening and guiding and prayer for missionary. And not only the Chonic missionary, also each nation, or each blessed family, or each second gen or third generation, there is our True Mother, our True Parents, or Heavenly Parents prayer and support and wishes. So we should not forget this point. We are here, but we are not here by standing by ourselves. We are here with Heavenly Parents' hope, Heavenly Parents' love together as the representative. So let's stand strongly as the every side in order to restore the Cain side and fulfill our mission and also God's providence from our place. So thank you for joining today's morning Hundoke. I believe if you have a good experience, our Melbourne brothers and sisters, if you can share something about Chombo workshop, that is good. And if, of course, if another brothers and sisters also too. So let's share well and return the happiness to our True Parents. Thank you for joining today's morning Hundoke. Have a great time. 감사합니다.
Kamsahamnida, thank you very much, Rev Yutaka, for sharing this morning. And yeah, the event truly was really wonderful. Yeah, the atmosphere was really full of the Holy Spirit, and there's a lot of I believe a lot of love felt by everyone, and it was so beautiful to see the the kingdom of heaven, you could say, present in Melbourne during the workshop, with everyone really actively engaged and sharing with each other and really feeling and experiencing the hope of Cheonggyeokguk. We really are living in Cheonggyeokguk together, and when we have these meetings where we focus on heaven and each other, then we really feel that we are truly a family that God is happy to be with and embrace and share together. And I'm sure our Heavenly Parent was really, and our True Father in Spirit were really happy to see everyone and to listen to the songs and that our missionaries gave. It was really like heaven with us, and I'm sure we'll do again and again and expand it so that not just us, but we can have a whole everybody come and share the vigil prayer together. And reflecting about the words, I was caught by a simple statement that Abel seeking Cain, and I found that very interesting, and reflecting on if the original Cain and Abel, if Abel had how much was Abel doing that in regards to his brother. Maybe the circumstance of his death would not have occurred if Abel was more active in helping Cain. So I was just reflecting on that sort of Abel seeking Cain, and I was also caught by the interesting CARP seminars in Moscow, Washington, and Beijing, and that North Korean, Russia, and China students were being taught unification thought, and I was just wondering how much of foundation in China was created at that same time, and I was just thinking that those three nations, North Korea, Russia, and China, are still active today, and just wondering what those students that were educated at that time, how they're influencing their nations. Maybe they're still trying to see a more dramatic change and bringing about, because also mentioned in there, during the Cold War, and Russia was about did end the Cold War, and it was also saying that China was ready to be next, and I wonder if those seeds have grown. So maybe we might see China restored before America. Who knows? Anyway, some thoughts today, and open it up to others who'd like to share. Yes, Mr. Rai, go ahead.
Good morning, everyone. The Chombo workshop finished yesterday, end of excited workshop. We celebrated the Reverend John's happy birthday, and we hugged each other. Someone prepared cake, but Reverend John cannot eat, and I think I asked, he ate small, tiny bits, so and everyone was happy. So I like to really share about the workshop. Truly thank Heavenly Parent and the parents and Dr. Kim came from long way and all leaders and especially its missionary works so hard, Daniel and Chizuru and also Melanie, Tsuneko, everyone working so hard. We really thank. So at this this time event, our side is especially my wife very carefully and seriously it's preparing for that, especially find out who to liberate, because we have done already 2020 430 liberation, ancestor liberation and blessing, and also welcome, and 2020. So person who was not liberated to must find out. So she got very detailed of a family tree from Japan, which was made of one of the uncle so clearly, so precisely, quite many of the ancestors. Like when we talk about like Jesus, here very clearly, it's his ancestor. Then find out who to liberate. So they, my wife talked to her elder brother, 84. So he was a person who knows quite know of the ancestor also. So she gave a lot of questions. Then he started to wonder, and what is the ancestor liberation? Then she explained. And he was a little bit curious, but she explained and quite detailed. Then she said that is one of the witnessing to explain for the ancestor liberation to the family. I think then reason why I gave a testimony last time. My wife is so curious, so sincere, because when she joined church long time ago, the critical time, yes or no, to decide to join church that time, her great grandfather appeared with the tribe together, they vowed to join the Unification Church. That's why she joined. That's why she responded for this support to the ancestor. So she was very keen. That's why when we have done 2020 430 ancestor blessing and welcome, she really expressed, "Oh, we done. I'm very happy," and really, I think, really expressed. So this time at the liberation time, it's yesterday. After 30 minutes, Chayan Yaksa very excited. Then time of liberation, and I was thinking about we this time 10 people for the liberation, to each name, and I really saying his name, but also she said each name for praying. Then something it's a response, and she did not want to cry, but naturally it's tears come from her eyes. So really that kind of moment of the blessing, liberation, and so incredible time. I think not only our effort, we know Tulfa, Tebonim, and Hyojin and also Hunjin, and their effort, their love, the act of love, motivation, love for them. That's why yesterday was such a moment. I think not only our, people related with other many people, I think involved, and truly, I think we extra thank all of the people's involvement, prayer for support. Such an incredible moment. So they start a new life. Yeah, we express thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Rai. Thank you. Yeah, hello, Ben. Yeah, welcome. You got your hand up?
Thank you, and good morning, Australia. So I just want to very shortly share. Maybe you saw that I put a link in the chat window, and I'm just relating to what we were reading about the Hondok books in Japan that was handed out. And I guess this is this booklet that we got 1998, 15 books. That was actually the first package of Hondoke reading that we got worldwide. And it's worth reading some of those, especially about spirit world. And of course, we have the three new holy books like Chonsang-gyong, Shambung-gyong, and Piwa-gyong. But anyway, this is a historical publication. So I'll share this with you in this context. Okay, that's all for me. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Ben. Yes, Greg, go ahead.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. Yeah, just my experience on the Melbourne workshop. It was so incredible, as we heard. I really thought I could really unite especially with True Father this time, to really connect again, because of when I joined, I loved True Father very much, but a little bit the last years or so have been a little bit more different. And I think the workshop itself, as John was saying, it was so beautiful because there was such a united feeling, that all the sort of Cain and Abel, if you want, of feeling. And I felt like a rebirth through this experience. I felt I could support the leaders, and the leaders also responded, and there was a great kind of oneness feeling, and gradually, the atmosphere went higher and higher, and then just the icing on the cake for me in the end was the Chongguk, not the Chongguk, the UPA and the Top Gun missionaries said, "Oh, would you give some interview? Can we have an interview with you about your witnessing experiences? We want to find some kind of missionary person to give an interview with, to have an interview with." And I felt, I'm like a reserve missionary in a way, because I'd gone to Germany in 1975 as supporting the German church. I kind of joined the German church when they sent the missionaries to the 120 countries around the world. And also I've gone to 10, 15 other countries. And then, of course, I was national messiahs to Australia. But there again, our mission changed when Father adopted the heavenly tribal messiahs, and the decrease of focus on national messiahship changed as well. I felt a little bit like a reserved missionary anyway. So I started giving my testimony, and Reverend John was there as well. And it became a bit of my life story. And then tears started to come down, surprisingly for me. I don't think ever I had this kind of, couldn't, all these tears came out. And I was telling the sisters how I tried to witness and what experience I had with true parents, and how Father's face came to me, and I found this person who joined, and this, you know, some of my spiritual type experiences I had, and it was just so amazing. And yeah, just the atmosphere was so incredible. So to me, the whole workshop was completely life-changing. So thank you everyone. Thanks. Adieu.
Thank you. Yes, Debbie, go ahead.
Well, during the Chongyang session, I think it was you, John, that was beating me on the head really hard. And then there's one particular spot on my head. And then I think it was you, John, and you hit me really hard there on that part of my head. And I felt actually a much deeper connection through that experience. I felt for a while a really much deeper connection to True Mother through that experience. So yeah, that was very spiritual. Yeah. It's all right if you made a bruise there. That's okay.
Thank you. I hope not. Maybe we all need a bit of knocking in the head to wake us up. Well, thank you, everyone. It's actually time now for us to offer our unison prayers. I'll just bring up the screen. There it is. All right, let's pray together. Thank you. Jew. Thank you, everyone. Thank you again, Rev Yutaka, and thank you, everyone, for such a great event here in Melbourne. And we'll see you all again tomorrow. Thank you.
So, Reverend John, drive safety
Thank you,
back to
everyone.
Sydney.